Chris Holland is the MD of Holmach. Thanks for having us to your place.
Yeah, thanks very much for coming and talking to us about our new technology.
So are you roasting some nuts in here? What are we seeing going on in here?
This is a lab-sized unit for pasteurizing and sterilizing of seeds and nuts and herbs, but it will also do roasting and toasting, so you can put color into it. And particular applications are things like snack foods, also extruded foods, and then through into natural foods that have a bacterial contamination.
So I have often seen roasted peanuts and roasted this and roasted that. Why do you have to heat these things?
Well, the main thing is where you've got, it's obviously a natural product. It's grown in the wild and you harvest it in the wild, and obviously there's things flying over it which might contaminate it. And therefore there is bacterial contamination. And if you don't heat treat it, then the risk is that, especially if you put it into something which is not being heated by the customer at the end, that you can transfer your bacteria onto a human surface and then make them ill. So most of the products that we see are being treated have things like salmonella and listeria on them, and what we do with the sterilization and pasteurization is we kill those bacteria prior to them then going into either a salad or then being roasted off and being used as like you say, peanuts in snack foods.
So how much would go in here at any one time? How long would it stay in here? And what's new about this particular technology then?
Okay, so I'll tackle those as I go. So the range that we do, this is obviously a lab-sized machine. This will hold about 5 kilos. So that's what we do when we do our initial test work. And Kronberg is a German company. They produce machines that run from around 150 kilograms an hour through to about 2 tons an hour. And from a treatment point of view, it's usually 10 to 15 minutes is the treatment time, and then after that you've got roasting, and depending upon the color you want, it depends on the intensity. And the reason why we're launching this product is we're using infrared, which can be wholly powered by solar power or any other renewable energy, compared with traditional systems which use gas, which everybody's trying to move away from the environmental point of view, and it makes it a very efficient way. So obviously if you're harnessing energy from the sun, you're not actually paying for it other than the system to capture it, and that makes it a very cost-effective methodology, new technology, but a very cost-effective way of treating these sorts of products.
So just to clarify, there's no gas-powered oven anywhere in here generating heat. This is all what? A light LED?
All infrared lamps. All infrared lamps. So the same as you find on a sunbed.
Okay, let's move on. Are we going up the scale? Yeah, we're going bigger here. So let's talk about this.
These are systems we use for high-quality small batch processing units. So they cook and cool, and they cut, and they mince, and they grind, and all those sorts of things. So if you're producing something, we have a lot of customers who are doing things like nut butters, so almond butter, or cashew milk as replacements for dairy, and then through into ice cream manufacture and things like that, where they need to produce basic ingredients and then cook them through to make a product. So typical ones are things like a peanut butter that we've seen, and some cosmetics where you've got naturally like apricot or something like that, where you need to cook them through before you cool them and then put them in the pot.
Things that I didn't know until recently, thanks to YouTube. Peanut butter is simply ground peanuts down to something very small, nothing else. Things I still don't know, how you milk an almond, but that's for another thing. So what's going on in here?
Small hands.
Yeah. Shauna, can you get round here? Shauna's on camera, by the way, our long-suffering camera operator. There's something green and interesting going on in there.
Let me put the light on in there.
Oh, here we go. We've got demonstration lights. Right, is that really supposed to be green, or is that a green tinted bit of glass there?
It is actually green fill. It's actually green colorant in the water.
Gotcha.
If you put real food in there, by day 3 of the show, nobody wants to come on your stand anymore. So it is actually just a coloured water.
I've left water in for that.
But the idea behind these is that you can then make all kinds of different food products and through into cosmetics. So, and we're seeing increasingly the demand for natural ingredients in cosmetic products, which again have problems with bacterial loading. So if you're using stones from fruit, so like peach stones or apricot stones, they'll have come through a process to get the fruit off them, and they can be contaminated. So we even have things like cyanide and morphine to remove in certain products.
Cyanide comes from almonds, is that right?
Cyanide comes from all kinds of different products. So things like linseed and flaxseed also contain cyanide. So and you have to drive it off before you can obviously give it to people.
If you wanted to change up what you were putting through this, how complicated is that process?
The machine is designed to clean itself. So basically you do your process, and then you press a button and it will then clean itself like a dishwasher. But the main thing is that what we're looking at doing is producing really high quality stuff. And when we scale up, This machine, I'll let us do.
Okay, Shauna, we're going to the big one now.
So this machine is.
Let's go round here.
70 litres.
So this is a larger version of what we just
and
seen.
they go up in size according to the amount of capacity you need. So this is 70 litres inside it, and again, it's got steam in the jacket to heat it, and then you can pull a vacuum to cool. So vacuum cooling is great when you want to cool things where you need a reduction as well. So things like your jelly gravies and your wine stocks and all those sorts of things where you need a thickening but without burning it, and you use vacuum to do that.
So just to be clear, is there ever a process where you would need to heat something and then cool it in the same process?
Yes, there is. I mean, certainly in terms of some of the products we deal with, in condiments and relishes, for instance, that they have an acid quality, so they can be cold filled, or you can pump it across as hot. So it just depends upon what the application is, the nature of the ingredients as to what you're trying to produce. But you can heat and cool in the same unit.
We started small, we've gone big, now we're going to
we're going to
the biggest of all.
filling.
Okay, over this way then, here we go. Right. Gentlemen, can we just clear out the way? Because Telly's here, and Telly thinks it's very important. Right, what are we looking at here?
Okay, so this is a swirl filler. This is designed to eliminate the need for complete labelling. So you've got two colours. This product is Olay, and the idea is that you can make a pattern. And in this case, you can see that each of the bottles is a slightly different pattern. So the machine has 12 patterns stored in it, and it randomly applies them to the bottles.
Oh, very nice.
So that they look like they're hand-filled.
Wow.
So in terms of the appearance, you can see that there are two bottles the same, but the idea is to get random patterns in the bottles, and then people will pay more for it, which is what the idea is, because they think somebody has filled the product.
So a bit like your posh smoothie or your posh coffee.
It is just the same thing, except without the heart on the top. But
so the actual liquid inside doesn't look like that. This is a pattern that's on the bottle.
The pattern is in the product.
The pattern is in the product.
Yes,
okay.
So there's no product. The pattern is created by the swirling action of the cup, and you have two nozzles in there which put two different colours in at the same time.
I
so
see.
It's filling the purple and the white in that case, or the blue and the white. And the swirl, those cups can change at different speeds to give you a different swirl.
And I guess this kind of emphasised, if you didn't do that, everything would look uniform because automation is so perfect at doing that.
Indeed, and we use it a lot. I mean, where the real application, shampoo is one, and obviously this is a very big product for a very big company. But we see a lot of it in things like cosmetics, where people are paying sort of 50 quid for a small pot, and you'll have a swirl in it. And again, that's all done to make the product more attractive and
That's
command
lovely.
a higher price.
No swirl, 30 quid.
Yeah,
Extra swirl, extra 20 quid.
That's absolutely right.
I've learned something. Have you seen those videos on YouTube where they show you how they photograph food, and it's completely fake food,
Yes,
and they do fake things to make it look
sort
good?
of coated in hairspray as well to make it shine. And yes, I mean there's a lot of food photographers who do that. So, but yeah.
I tell you what, I'm learning a lot about the secrets of consumerism.
Yes, well, I still go back to your dancing baby thing on your Click program, which I still have nightmares about, the baby that talks to you and turns its head.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's not go there. I've just got over that in therapy. All right. I'm going to leave you to enjoy the beautiful swirling, multicoloured. What is it? Shampoo, conditioner, shampoo. There you go.